to the end of that problem. You have to read the story and make the equations and solve. Here look at a shopkeeper has 3 varieties of pens A, B and C. Minu purchased 1 pen of each type for a total of rupees 21. Chirag purchased 4 pens of type A, 3 pens of type B, 2 pens of type C for rupees 60. While Sahil purchased 6 pens of type A, 2 pens of type B and 3 pens of type C for rupees 70. Using matrix methods, find the cost of each variety. First of all, how do we bring out the equations? There must be 3 variables, or there may be 2 or 3, depends on the question. You look at how you find the variables. What have you to find? You have to find the cost of each variety. That will be your variable. Cost of each variety. That will be, you can take the variables, let X, Y, and Z be the cost of variety A, B, and C pen. That is what you have to find. Further, you have to now go for the equations. What are the equations? First equation, 1 pen of each type of for a total of rupees 21. 1 pen of each type. That means 1 pen of type A whose cost is X, 1 pen of type B whose cost is Y, and 1 pen of type C cost Z will be rupees 21. That means X plus Y plus Z is 21. Whereas look at 4 pens of type A and 3 pens of type B and 2 pens of type C rupees cost rupees 60. That is 4 pens of type 4x plus 3y plus 2z equal to 60, and further 6 pens of type A, that is 6a plus 2b plus 3c, or x, y, z. What I've taken up, let the cost of each variety of pens A, B, and C, A, B, C be x, y, and z, and we have the equations x plus y plus z equal to 21, 4x plus 3y plus 2z equal to 60, and 6x plus 2y plus 3z. So that is the first thing. You form the equations from the given story or given word problem. First, you identify what are the variables we assign, and we go for the equation. Once the equations are obtained, we go in the same way. We have a system of 3 equations in 3 unknowns. So now we solve this system of equations in matrix method. That is matrix AX equal to B, where A is the matrix of constants, X is a column of variables, and B is the column of constants. We go for determinant of A. Determinant of A will be naturally here non-zero, because then only we get a solution, and unique solution exists. You have to state that when determinant is non-zero, so that unique solution exists. What will be the solution? X equal to A inverse B, where A inverse is 1 by determinant A into adjoint. I think now the procedure is clear to you. When determinant A is not equal to 0, unique solution exists. X equal to A inverse B, where A inverse is 1 by determinant A into adjoint of A. Determinant A we have minus 5. Be careful, we will use that. Determinant A we have minus 5. We need it to be used earlier and later. Well, to find adjoint of A, we have the same procedure. A11 will be 9 minus 4, that is 5. A12 will be minus of 12 minus 12, that is 0. A13 will be plus of 8 minus 18, that is minus 10. A21 will be minus of 1 minus 3 minus 2, that is minus 1. A22 will be plus of 3 minus 6, that is minus 3. A23 will be minus of 2 minus 6. We can easily calculate. Delete the column and row containing that element, 2, 3, 2 here. And the sign plus minus also it is careful about. A31 will be 2 minus 3, that is minus 1. A32 will be minus of 2 minus 4, that is 2. A33 will be 3 minus 4, that is minus 1. Hence we have the cofactors of each row. Once you have the cofactors of each row, we go for now the adjoint of A. Once you write the cofactors of each row, we can write the adjoint. Once you have the adjoint, we can write the A inverse 1 by determinant A into adjoint of A. That is 1 upon minus 5 into adjoint. We don't need to take the constant inside. Let the constant 1 by minus 5 be outside, no problem. So X will be A inverse B. X will be A inverse B. Here we have 21, 60, 70. A inverse B is equal to A inverse. Keeping 1 by minus 5 outside itself, we make the multiplication A inverse B. 5 into 21, that is 105. Minus 1 into 60, minus 70. Second row, 0, minus 180, plus 140. Minus 200, minus 10 into 21, that is minus. That's minus. Make the correction. Minus. Okay. Minus. Fine. Okay. Okay. 0. That is fine. Minus 208. Minus. Okay. Minus 208. Okay. Okay. Minus 280. Okay. That is fine. That is okay. We have calculated that is to be minus 210 minus 270, that is minus 280 plus 40, that is minus 40. Minus 40, then I divide minus 1 by 5, divide with the 5, you get 588. That means your variable x, that is x, y, z equal to 588, or x equal to 5, y is equal to 8, z equal to 8. Hence, we have the solution. Variety, cost of variety A pen is rupees 5, variety B pen is rupees 8, and variety C pen it is 8. That will be the final answer, because simply leaving x, y, z is not in question. Question does not have x, y, or z. That is our dummy variables. Your final answer will be cost of each variety pen. That is. Well, it must be clear now that you have to practice. Let us take another question. Look at this question. Let me read. Two schools A and B want to award their selected students on the values of sincerity, truthfulness, and helpfulness. The school A want to award rupees X, Y, and Z each for 3 respective values to 3, 2, and 1 student. That means 3 students, 2 students, and 1 student respectively, with a total of rupees 1600. School B want to spend rupees 2300 to award its 4, 1, and 3 students on the respective values by giving the same award money to the 3 values as before. If the total amount of one prize on each value is rupees 900, using matrices, find the award money for each value. Apart from these 3 values, suggest one more value which should be considered for award. Can you read and find what are the variables? Variables are given here. What are the equations which we are going to get? That is your first job. Okay, let us see how we go for the solution. We have to find the award money for each value. That is our variables. Award money for each value. That is our variable. And that is already given. Award money for X. What is X? X for, look at, award for sincerity, X, and award for truthfulness, Y, and award for helpfulness, Z. that will be our first sentence. Let X, Y, and Z. Of course, that much is given in the question. That is helping you. Let rupees X, Y, and Z be the award money for sincerity, truthfulness, and helpfulness, respectively. Now we go for the equations. What is the first equation? 3 students for sincerity, 2 students for truthfulness, 1 student for helpfulness. That means 3x plus 2y plus z. They have to spend rupees 1600, and further school B 4, 1 and 3, and they have to spend rupees 2300. That is 4 students for sincerity, that is 4x plus 1y plus 3z. Right? Look at here, 3x plus 2y plus 1z will be 1600, 4x plus 1y plus 3z will be 2300, and here we have the total amount of one prize on each value is 900. That means x plus y plus z is 900. So the equations, 3 equations we have, that is, let x, y, z be the award for each, award amount for each set for each sincerity, truthfulness, and helpfulness respectively. Then we have the equation x plus y plus z equal to 900, 3x plus 2y plus z equal to 1600, and lastly 3x plus y. Well, solving this I am not taking up. You can go for this is a border question. You have to solve using matrix method, no other method. Let us read another question. This is now for your job. Let us see. Ishan want to donate a rectangular plot of land for a school in his village. When he was asked to give the dimension of the plot, so the school authorities asked him, come on, what is the dimension of the plot? He did not answer directly. What he answered is, he told that if its length is decreased by 50 meters and the breadth is increased by 50 meters, area of the plot remains the same. He did not answer what is the length, what is the breadth. Okay, again he told the area of the plot remains same. Again he told, whereas if the length is decreased by 10 meters and the breadth is decreased by 20 meters, the area is reduced by 5,300 square meters. Well, he answered the dimensions in this way. You are asked to find the dimensions of the plot. Also find the reason why he want to donate the plot for the school. So using matrix method, you are asked to use only matrix method. You cannot use anything. How to find? What are the variables? Variables are here. The dimensions of this plot. You can start with let x and y be the length and the breadth of the plot. Only 2 variables. For the rectangular plot, it's already given it is a rectangular plot. We don't have 3 variables. We have 2 variables only. But how to form the equation? First equation, first one is length is decreased by 50 and breadth is increased by 50. The area of the plot remains the same. If x and y are the dimensions of the plot, x is the length and y is the breadth, what will be the area? Area will be xy. Length increased by 50 and breadth length decreased by 50 and breadth increased by 50. Then what will be the area? X minus 50 into y plus 50. That will be the original area itself. Whereas the length is decreased by 10 meters and the breadth is decreased by 20 meters, the area is reduced by 5,300 square. Let us see. First of all, we have let x and y be the length and breadth. So area is xy. From this, length is decreased by 50, x minus 50, and breadth is increased by 50, so y plus 50. The product is xy. Because if x and y are the length and breadth, area is xy. So length is decreased by 50 and breadth is increased by 50, area remains same. That when you simplify, you are getting xy cancels, you get x minus y equal to 50. Okay. Further, go for the next equation. Okay. Go for the next equation. We have the length is decreased by 10 meters and the breadth is decreased by 20 meters. Area is reduced by 5,300 meters. That is x minus 10 into y minus 20 equal to xy minus 5,300. Or if you simplify xy, xy cancels and you can cancel 10, you get 20x plus 10y equal to 5,500 or 2x plus 5y equal to 20. We have two equations. What are they? X minus y equal to 50 and 2x plus y equal to 5,500. X minus y equal to 50, 2x plus y equal to 5. Well, direct solution is simple for you, but your question is not to solve directly. Your question is solved using matrix method. Here it will be very simple because Ax equal to B, where A is 1 minus 1, 2, 1, and X will be simply two variables only. X, Y, B is 55, 50. You can easily solve it. Well, let me give one more for you. No problem. This will be the cost of 4 kg onion, 3 kg wheat, and 2 kg rice is rupees 265. 2 kg onion, 4 kg wheat, and 6 kg rice is 310. And that of 6 kg onion, 2 kg wheat, and 3 kg rice is 245. Find the cost of each item by. I don't need to explain. We can, what first will be the cost of each item. The cost of onion be X rupees, cost of, well, wheat be Y rupees, and cost of rice be Z rupees. And first equation is that 4x plus 3y plus 2 z equal to 265. For the 2x plus 6y plus 2x plus 4y plus 6z equal to 310, and 6x plus 2y plus 3z equal to 245, and you solve for it. Matrix method. Well, you will have more questions. Okay, here is easy, cost of each item, and you have 3 equations. Well, you have more questions. You have to do a lot of questions. Tomorrow, we have to start new chapter. The attendance must be full in all respects, in time. Okay.